Hi everybody, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all of my patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of The Leftovers. I'm in a weird position here, guys, because this is one of the first series that I've started since starting up my Patreon. And so I'm here recording my reaction to episode 5 before any of these have appeared either on YouTube or on my Patreon. But the reason I'm doing that is so that the day this drops on YouTube, there's 4 episodes for those of you who want to go to my Patreon to check out more. So I'm reacting to a show without any feedback, and I realize now that that feedback's incredibly valuable to me. Not as far as spoilers or anything, but just sort of making sure that I'm not completely missing the point. And I have a fear that I'm somehow missing the point with this show just because I'm kind of reacting to it in a bubble. I'm probably not, but I have that niggling thought in the back of my head that it's like, Neil, you're just not getting it. And yet I'm loving it. I just don't know what it's about yet. I have this theory now that this is almost just a show about grief. And, you know, we've certainly watched a ton of great television over the years focusing on one character going through the stages of grief, reaching acceptance and moving on with their lives or not. But we've got this really unique circumstance set up by the premise of this show, The Leftovers, where in a sense the whole world is processing their grief at the same time. Everybody was affected by this event. And what do you do when everybody's in grief and no one's there to be the support person? Because we all need that support person. But if everybody's going through it at the same time, then where do you turn? And we're starting to see some of that ugliness come out where, you know, maybe society's just sort of fallen apart. Maybe, you know, it's that 3-year anniversary that Wayne had the vision, the dream of. And there's also some, you know, more mundane but greater mystery to the show too. You know, last episode we learned that the guilty remnant isn't just specific to Mapleton, but they seem to be widespread. We saw them in, I think it was Texas with Tom and Christine when they were at the outside the hostel, in the hospital. So you know, what are they all about? Clearly they've got enough money to go and buy a church. That was still possible within the realm of this is just a bunch of Mapleton residents that have sort of like pooled their resources in this cult. You know, that's a thing. You know, you join the cult, you sign over all your worldly possessions, and then the leader buys a church. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. I've never been so apprehensive about a show just because I don't know where it's going. I don't see a clear objective yet, and maybe that's part of the design of the show is that there's no why, there's no clarity, there's no explanation to this event that happened 3 years ago, and there's also no explanation for those of us who were observing, who are the audience. We just have to sit and watch these characters deal with the insanity of life in this new world, and it can be frustrating. It can be muddy and dirty and 50 Shades of Grey. And yeah, man, what I'm really loving at this point is just every single character has depth and backstory and character. Like, without us necessarily knowing any of that. We just, the way that they're very real and very realized. I feel like even if none of it's been spelled out on screen yet, the creators and the directors have spoken with these performers and given them enough to work with, that they are incredibly fleshed out characters, and we still just see them, a lot of them, at the surface level, and just with the promise that those layers are going to be peeled off in the future, so that we can learn more and more and more about them. But I feel like that depth is already there. We just haven't explored it yet. I'm really digging that. Anyway, let's watch an episode. This is episode 5, and it's called Gladys. Is this Gladys? Do we know her name yet? This whole motif of the guilty remnant not speaking at all makes for some really interesting storytelling. It puts us in such a challenging spot trying to figure out what's going on. And it's so challenging for the performers, too. Whoa! Oh no. Are they gonna kill her? What? Who is this? Obviously we don't know. They're all just like... Oh.
Oh my god. This is terrible. Oh. Oh my god, she's gonna... like,
she's not gonna survive this. This is brutal. Oh, she's talking.
Don't. Please don't.
oh my god, look at how much she's...
Please.
Oh, God. Horrifying. Whoa, they did... that was unflinching. Need to talk more about Tom Perrotta at the end of this episode. Do they already know? Oh, dear.
Where's everyone going?
Oh, so they don't... she's just missing at this point. Oh, they're gonna discover her. Is she even alive? Oh. Oh. Okay. The hunter paths cross. What's his story? Oh no. Laurie's the one that finds her. She's dead. I think she's dead. They killed her. Who are they? Now, what's up with Kevin and Dreams? Laundry day.
Morning, Mr. Garvey. You want me to make coffee?
I hope nothing weird happens between him and his daughter's friend. Oh. This is unusual. One of our people is dead? What does it say? One of our purposely cut off. Laurie's shook.
We want them to remember something they want to forget. They weren't just going to leave us alone, right? It was only a matter of time. I guess I should be scared, but...
Meg's on board. Yeah.
Is that weird?
It's nice having the recruit who can still talk and give us a little more in these scenes. Otherwise, so much is just internalized. And we're just trying to decipher purposely blank faces. Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Is this a panic attack, or is this a heart attack, or...
She lived with you for a year. You got no emergency contact, nobody?
I don't have the resources to protect you. I know. Yeah, tell me to fuck off. I get it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, if I let him go?
Hell, you could have been my alibi if you didn't keep blowing me off.
Hey, Dean.
Bert,
Dean.
we have an arrangement.
Hey, careful, goddammit!
Fucking horrific.
Oh, come on.
Tell me what happened to her. What happened to her?
Oh, no. Your mom's okay. Your mom's okay.
Yeah, she just assumed the worst.
I shouldn't have cried. She wouldn't have cried for me.
Not true. Stop looking at the high school girls, Kevin, man.
Okay, what you experienced was most likely a panic attack. If it happens again, take 2 of these.
Okay. Panic attack. That makes sense. One of the things I find really interesting about the Guilty Remnant is not only do they not speak, they purposely sort of like suppress all their emotion. So their faces are often so blank and stoic. It's just such unique television. Oh. So weird. Like, they don't listen to music. This is weird.
Is the membership of the organization currently
was
comprised
not
of
your
more than
call
40
to make.
individuals? Check. If these conditions are met, any
You gonna
tier
continue
3
reading?
criminal
There's
act
a whole bunch of
falls
fucking
under the
big words in there that you
jurisdiction
might
of the
not even
Bureau
fucking
of
understand.
Alcohol, tobacco, firearms, explosives, and cult. Please contact the Bureau immediately.
Oh, man. He doesn't want to make it federal.
Chief Garvey.
That fuck.
Who is this guy exactly?
What's up, gentlemen?
Detective Vitella took it upon himself to
Detective,
call feds
okay.
punt on our
Whoa,
homicide.
whoa, whoa. I was just doing my job.
Shut the fuck up. Who'd you talk to at ATFEC?
Agent Sean Kalani.
Great. Please give Agent Kalani's contact information to your boss so that he can undo your fuck up. You need anything from me?
Curfew. Nobody out past dark.
That's a big ask.
You won't be influenced by your family situation.
I'm assuming it's public knowledge that Laurie's in the cult. Like, she's not hiding from the public. So why are they at a motel? Why is she putting her in a motel room? Right next door. Get some sleep. So they're just getting away from the houses to be safe? This is the most compassionate we've seen Patty so far. I like to see some complexity to her character too.
Leave a message and I'll hit you back.
So they added
Agent
cults to
Delaney,
the
Chief Kevin
ATF
Garvey
description
from
from the
New
sounds
York.
of it.
One of our investigators just spoke to you about a possible cult-related incident, but his assessment was premature, so we'd like to handle that ourselves.
So he's just staking out their houses, making sure there's no difficulty. Security detail of a sort. Jeez.
Hey! Sorry. They're loud, but they're harmless. Hey!
I'm gonna say no.
One of them got killed, huh? Sorry, I'm not allowed to discuss ongoing investigations. Don't investigate too hard.
Somebody beat up that refrigerator.
Please, just set it. Is she okay?
She's chill.
What does that mean?
She doesn't really do okay.
When?
Now you're getting it.
That's not the right time. Unless it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Oh, they're going undercover. They're wearing colors. Oh, so weird. Seeing them back in, quote, civilian clothes.
You look nice.
Oh, my God, they're talking.
I got all day breakfast here.
Wow. They're breaking all the
What
rules.
can I get for you, huh?
Am I allowed to talk?
Since you've spoken, Laurie. Just for today, say anything you want to.
She doesn't want
Hey,
to.
I'm doing it too. She's gonna have French toast, scrambled eggs, order of bacon, large orange juice, coffee. She's gonna have coffee. Coffee. You got it. This is fucking good.
This is so weird. Where are all the white shirts? Has somebody been stealing his white shirts? Or does he just suck at laundry?
Hey, Officer Mustard Stain.
Just check the computer, son of Garvey.
No ticket, huh? Sala chutiya. Sorry, no shirts, huh? If they turn up, we'll call you.
They want you to surrender so they can sell your shirts on the black market. Stay strong.
I hope you have a ticket.
I always have a ticket.
Kevin needs a woman.
See you later, Nora.
Nora's a slightly better option than all the teenage girls he's checking out.
Gonna give me your confession.
Oh, he hates his detective.
Where were you 2 nights ago?
Why?
I guess he's a suspect.
You think I had something to do with what happened to that woman?
No. Just want to know where you were a couple nights ago.
I was at my house with my study group. The woman, did she have any family?
Why?
I don't know. She became a familiar face. Do you think I could see her?
What, her body? You do realize you're a suspect?
Why?
Like to pray for her.
No. You can't see her.
Chief Garvey suggested the curfew, and he's here to explain exactly how it will go. Chief?
Wow.
Well, Ms.
Chief? Bus, chief.
Change our lives because of them?
Not a lot of support for the GR.
Please, look, we're just trying to keep everybody safe.
Well, you're not trying to keep us safe.
Oh?
I mean, with all due respect, Chief, how do we even know these people didn't do this to themselves?
Because you were with them when they found the body.
Well, I was with some of them.
Well,
I think everyone's had their say. This, all in favor?
Nope. Not gonna happen. All right. The Dean the Hunter. He's a. I want to know what's up with him.
Whistles. Keep these on you at all times. This doesn't have to happen again. But that's on you. They will retaliate. Any questions?
Nope. No questions.
Thank you for
They
your time.
don't seem to care.
I'm the only person that gives a shit about you people, and you won't even tell me where my wife is?
She's not your wife anymore.
He still gives a shit. Gut punch to hear it out loud, though.
Oh, could I have a doggy bag, please? For what? Just get me the bag, sweetheart. Okay. Just over a year ago, Gladys sat right there where you're sitting right now. She somehow got word that her son had died. She questioned her commitment. She became distracted. And she began to feel again. It started to happen out in the open.
This isn't friendliness. This is a come to Jesus moment.
I gave her every opportunity to talk. She never spoke one word, just like you. I understand the pull. It's your family. That going back to them feels comfortable and easy. Because the alternative, what we do, is
It's
very,
hard.
very hard. But there can't be any doubt, Laurie. Doubt is fire. Fire is gonna burn you up until you are but ash.
Ooh, we're getting biblical now. What's the doggy bag for? Uh-oh. What is going on with Patty? What?
Get
Can I be excused?
Who's Neil? It's weird seeing your name printed out. Her husband? That's a gut punch for me, guys. I don't like seeing... Oh. Why are you sending me all these shows that have Neils in them?
And Jesus said, I am not your teacher.
Doubting Thomas.
If I tell you what he spoke to me, you will pick up rocks and stone me, and fire will come from the rocks and devour you.
Doubt. Doubt is fire.
It means it's easier to stay silent than it is to speak truth. Killing these people is pointless. They don't care because they're already dead. You know, what I want is to bring them back to life.
They're already dead. It's easier to be dead than to grieve.
Sorry, we got an email ordering us to send her out to Virginia.
ATF and C.
Agent Kalaney.
Listen, asshole. You don't call me back and then you email my morgue and you pull my fucking body?
Okay, so this ATF agent's gonna become a thing.
I say fuck too.
Oh, what's in the bag now? Oh. Is this her old home? They're back in their whites. Laurie passed the test. Off goes the radio. Yeah, the day off is over.
On system now.
Fuck!
Sorry, once she's in the system, there's nothing I can do.
It's happened.
Or if you want, we could just eliminate the infestation.
Excuse me?
What?
I'm gonna have 3 vans full of armed agents there by the end of the week.
That got dark fast.
Guilty remnant. What happens? What would happen to them?
They're not your problem anymore.
No, he's not going to do that.
But no thanks. We can handle it.
Okay.
He wants to save them. He's with the minister. He's with Matt. He wants to bring them back to life. But yeah, the GR's got zero sympathy from the town folk, from AFTEC, not the ATF. I guess they had to create a fake government agency. He is drunk. Heisenbrow light. Uh-oh.
Open the door.
I will close. Sorry, sir. We're closed.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm a sir now.
If you come back tomorrow,
Open the door.
sir, you cannot.
Oh, I cannot. I cannot.
What do you want?
My shirts.
I want you to look for my shirts.
All white shirts, eh?
That's right.
Here we are. No charge, sir. Our mistake, okay?
So they did have them. Well, she's in white. She's committed. She's ready.
I didn't know your friend very well. I don't even know if you considered her a friend, but she lived here. We still feel loss. We still feel love. I know you cannot say goodbye, but I ask you at least to let me. I invite you now to come out and join us. It comes from the Lord. Let your foot slip.
Oh, this isn't going to be the happy ending we think it is.
Over you. He
Yeah.
Find shirts.
Yeah. Mother and I are getting a divorce.
Okay.
I thought it was AFTEC. Now it says ATFEC. Okay. Is that our guy? Is he ATF? Is that Dean the Hunter? Or am I just seeing things? What do they just... These are all... Are these like all the victims from Florida? And then they just incinerate. All in white. One last time. Fire is doubt. Or doubt is fire. Oh man, this show is just kind of a slow burn, and I like that it's developing, but I like that we're taking our time. It's not that we've learned more about how the Guilty Remnant operates necessarily, but I appreciate that we got to spend that time with just Patty and Laurie and their one-sided conversation in the diner. It's weird when you see a character for this long never talking and now suddenly they speak. I know Patty spoke briefly when Meg arrived, but one of the defining characteristics of all these GR characters is that they're silent, and that's a limiting factor when you are writing a story about them. So you have to find ways to temporarily break those rules, and I think this was an effective one. It was all essentially a test for Laurie. Do you have doubt? Are you committed? And that was proven at the very end when we thought she was going out to listen to Matt's eulogy, for lack of a better word, and instead she just blew her whistle over and over and over again, drowning him out, telling him in no uncertain terms. It's a fascinating show, and the comment I made in the start about this show maybe being about grief, I think is kind of I don't want to say that that's all it's about, but it is confirmed that we're certainly exploring that along the way, and especially with Kevin in this episode, it feels like what we realize is because Laurie is in the GR, Kevin is in some level quite protective of it. He doesn't want there to be violence. He doesn't want the GR to get hurt. He found a surprising ally in Patty in this episode. And he had the option of basically turning not just the Gladys's murder over to the ATFEC, ATFEC. Not just turning the Gladys case over to them, but turning the whole GR problem over to them, and they would just come in with military precision and take them out. It would be a televised standoff like the one in Florida, like the real ones we've seen in the past, Waco, etc. And yeah, man, he had that option, and he certainly, I think it was clear from the start that he wouldn't take it, but maybe for a second he was thinking about it. And yet at the same time, he is coming to terms, especially after his words with Meg when he had the meeting in front of the GR, that Laurie is not his wife anymore. I think we have to look at, and Matt's words also sort of really help us better understand the GR in the context of this show. And it's that these are people who have given up on life. Between the event of 3 years ago, that loss, and then compounded perhaps by other personal tragedy, it's easier to, as Matt said, it's easier to be silent than to talk about it. So these people, they're giving up caring, they're giving up talking, they're chain smoking on purpose. They're the walking dead. They want to die. They want to be dead. They want to remind, how to put this, 2% of the population left disappeared, got taken, however you want to put it. 2% is gone. And because the human animal is so adaptive, we can adjust so well. It's one of our best suited, one of our best abilities. We're very adaptive. We can, in some sense, process that by ignoring it, forgetting about it, moving on. And the GR doesn't want to move on. They don't want people to move on with their lives. They don't want people to forget. They want to be that visible reminder of the people that have gone missing, the people that have disappeared. And that's really interesting to me. There's no right answers in a story like this. Just a ton of really conflicting opinions and beliefs. So we're talking about multiple types of grief in this show too, you know. Some people are still grieving the event of 3 years ago, and yet we look at people like Nora Durst, who lost her entire family, sharing a joke and a smile at the coffee shop. So people are adjusting. People are learning to move on, even after crazy, unexplainable, unfathomable tragedy. In just 3 years, people are moving on, and maybe that's healthy, and some people think it's not. I guess that's the one of the central questions of the show. And the GR clearly come down on the side of we cannot forget about this. But so some people are still grieving those who were lost 3 years ago, and other people are grieving family members who've gone into the cult and have basically left as well, have abandoned their lives, who have died, even though their physical reminders there all the time. It's a really thought-provoking show, and I'm really digging it. And one of the things I'm most looking forward to is all the people on my Patreon and in the comments who know that this series is coming have told me season 1's really good, but it just gets better and better. So that's super exciting, because yeah, I think this is really good, but the fact that this isn't like most shows that may tend to fall off in later seasons, it actually improves. That's something really exciting to look forward to, isn't it? Anyway, I'm digging this show. I'm hoping you guys are digging the journey with me. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. We're a number of episodes ahead if you want early access. You can also get full-length reactions if you want to watch along to the entire episode with me. You'll just have to have your own copy of the original show, because I am not a pirate. And on that note, everybody, until next time, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.